accompanied by the sayings and tales of the moderators, which are sometimes rather rough, but always charming in a Bavarian way. One passenger after the other slides off the disc due to centrifugal force, and those who don't get off by themselves are shot down with a skillful lasso or a large ball hanging from a rope. Boat swing in the museum tent, 1925. The boat swing is found in the performer area of the Oidwiesen. It's a ride in which guests themselves have to put in a great deal of effort to get it off the ground. Good-looking men impress their chosen ladies by pushing off the ground and showing off their physical strength and courage. Men's performance during the rollover in particular continues to leave its mark on women folk to this day. The first boat swings appeared at folk festivals in 1890, while the wonderful boat swings in the museum tent are from 1925. Children, police, and grown men are a fun time for everyone who should go on the devil's wheel. There are two types of Teufelsrad visitors: those who ride and those who watch. Who prefers what is a matter of taste. Watching is fun for both children and adults, and once you've paid the low entrance fee, you can stay as long as you like. Who dares climb aboard the turntable will, however, have to withstand quite a bit, both physically and mentally. Barton's Paradise Journey to Paradise in 1939. On the Barton's Paradise ride, visitors soar over 4 hills through mountains and valleys. The carousel turns rapidly at a speed of almost 40 kilometers per hour and really puts you in high spirits. The Barton's Paradise was built in 1939 and guests enthused over its dizzying twists, the likes of which had never been seen before. Theldels Teufelsrad. The cult ride Teufelsrad. Theldels Teufelsrad is an Oktoberfest cult hit of Wiggler Kugler and his colleagues' perfect Schadenfreude in a typically charming Bavarian style. Children and adults can ride on a disc that spins ever faster. The one who stays down the longest wins. From the parade of Oktoberfest landlords through to tapping at the Schottenham and tank and gun salutes, here you can find out everything about the events and dates at Oktoberfest 2024 from September 21 to October 6, when they take place, what you can expect, and the best place for you to see everything. Rides at Oidwiesen, the older the better. It's generally considered rude to ask older generations about their age. But the total opposite is true for nostalgic rides at the Oidwiesen. The older they are, the more appealing. Here you can find treasures from a time when you still had to be invited to Oktoberfest by the Bavarian royal family. The treasures of Oktoberfest past, which are around 100 years old, are spruced up for the Oidwiesen. They are cleaned, painted, crafted and polished to restore their shine until their appearance resembles that of the olden days. Runter Mighty Dem Zylinder down with the hat in 1910. The Runter Mighty Dem Zylinder is a football toss game that demands a certain level of precision. A leather ball is used to hit top hats from wooden heads that move up and down simultaneously. A fun game that is trickier than it looks. Despite taking many hits, the original heads remain well intact even after 100 years, where they can be admired in Munich's Stammesdames. Runter Mighty Dem Zylinder is exclusive to the Oidwiesen as it's no longer capable of being transported elsewhere. The Teufelsrad for backseat drivers, a Carl Valentin rode along. It's official that the Teufelsrad is a fun, even funny business that even Carl Valentin and Liesl Karlstadt have taken rides. The turntable with the most beautiful insults at the Oktoberfest has been at Oktoberfest since 1910. Wiggler Kugler is a cult hit. There's not a single Oktoberfest scorer who doesn't know him, and if you're lucky, you can watch the mayor himself climbing into the ring or onto the disc. The Teufelsrad for backseat drivers, a Carl Valentin rode along. It's official that the Teufelsrad is a fun, even funny business that even Carl Valentin and Liesl Karlstadt have taken rides. The turntable with the most beautiful insults at the Oktoberfest has been at Oktoberfest since 1910. Wiggler Kugler is a cult hit. There's not a single Oktoberfest scorer who doesn't know him, and if you're lucky, you can watch the mayor himself climbing into the ring or onto the disc. Thereafter, the mighty ride spent almost 60 years gathering dust in a shed, It was 2003 before the Schleifer family of performers discovered the well-preserved wooden carousel with 16 cars. Careful and loving restoration led to the ride being revamped in the following years, and since 2010 you have been able to journey to paradise once more at Lloyd Wiesen. We will introduce you below to a couple of performer organizations and amusement rides that certainly don't belong in a scrapyard just yet. What's special to rude sayings with Bavarian charm? Whoever visits the Teufelsrad Devil's Wheel for the first time will be surprised that there's no modern technology, no faster, higher, welder, but instead a concept as simple as it is ingenious. In the middle of the wooden arena is a large disc that rotates, at the command of the moderator among others. Wiggler Kugler with his twirled mustache and rough voice of, for example, all children ages 8 to 14 years ride or all girls over 18 in dirndls. The aforementioned group elect storms the disc and sits down. The best seats are in the middle, then the disc sets itself in motion as slowly first, then faster and faster. Wiggler and his employees are not squeamish, and guaranteed not to be politically correct. The Munich police of the Wiesnitz will also visit the Teufelsrad at least once and let themselves get properly roasted. Oktoberfest news, all the news for the world's largest folk festival. What's new at Oktoberfest? What should you definitely not miss, and what are Munich locals talking about these days? We'll keep you in the loop, always up to date. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and comments. I have one request for you. I know if everyone like Asian food, there is one link below description, so please you can watch, also learn how to cook Asian food, Indian, Pakistani, Chinese food and dessert. You will love it. If you people like to cook, to try to subscribe this channel and subscribe them, link is below description. The audience of the youth of Munich today, around 9,000 people fit into the Schadenhamen Fest Hall and beer garden. The beer tables and benches are unusual. Different from other beer tents, you not only sit opposite each other in the classic beer setup, but also around the corner. This increases communication and the potential for flirting. The Schadenhamen is a meeting place for the young people of Munich.